How to know if a shy girl likes you. 1. She looks at you in prolonged manner when you're not looking at her. Because of her shyness, a shy girl will often find it difficult to hold your gaze, especially if she doesn't know you yet, or that she is not sure of your interest in her, and therefore prefers to remain even more discreet. However, she'll often spy on you. In other words, she'll look at you when you're not watching. She likes you, and she can't help but observe you. It could be, for instance, discreetly during a class or at work, or when you talk to someone else in the group during a group interaction. At a party, for instance. 2. She blushes. This indicator of interest is valid for most women, but even more so for shy women. Indeed, a shy girl will usually be more nervous around you. Her emotional reaction will be stronger than in other people. She'll therefore tend to blush more easily and more profusely than a normal girl. If she blushes in your presence, whether it's when saying hello to you or just after a remark you've made, a tease, a compliment, that's a pretty good sign. 3. When breaking eye contact, she looks down. A woman who lowers her eyes when breaking eye contact is a woman who considers you as superior to her. At least subconsciously, it shows submission, and chances are she sees you as a potential sexual partner. Conversely, a woman who breaks eye contact by looking to the side is more indifferent, or wants to appear as such. 4. She initiates contact with you by message, but not in person. A shy woman will find it hard to initiate contact with you in person, for instance. Approach you, start a conversation with you. Not only because she's shy by nature, but also because she likes you and is therefore even more afraid of doing something wrong. She'll feel much more at ease interacting with you over text, as she'll feel more secure behind a screen. How to know if a shy girl likes you over text? Simple. If she reaches out to you spontaneously by message, it means she's interested. She wants to interact with you. She wants to move things forward between you and her, or help you do it. 5. She touches her hair while looking at you. A shy girl in love will unknowingly blurt out some telltale signs of interest. Touching her hair while looking at you is one of them. Caressing her hair, wrapping a strand around her finger, playing with a braid. Consciously or unconsciously, a woman who touches her hair seeks to draw attention, your attention, to herself. 6. She's surprisingly silent in your presence. In your presence, she's even quieter than usual. Many guys would take that as a sign of disinterest, but it's quite the opposite. Her silence is a sign she's afraid doing something wrong. She's afraid to say something stupid, so she prefers to shut up. She secretly likes you and doesn't want to screw up. However, she doesn't hesitate to let go when she's alone with her friends. Observe her. When she knows or thinks that you're not looking at her, is she more talkative? If so, that's a good sign. 7. She makes sure to look good when she knows she's going to run into you. This sign is valid for most women. A girl in love or sexually attracted will make sure to maximize her chances of making a good impression on you. She'll try her best to appeal to you, and especially to appeal to you visually. Therefore, when she knows or suspects that she's going to run into you, she'll often make sure to be well-dressed, well-made up, well-coiffed, so that you notice her and are attracted to her. 8. She likes your posts or pictures on social media. A like on one of your social media posts, especially if it's a post few other people like, can be a way to get your attention, especially if she's not the kind of girl who puts some like on anything and everything on social media. Think about it. Usually she's pretty stingy with likes, either with you or with others, and suddenly she puts a like on one of your pictures. This is not a small thing, especially if you spot this sign in combination with other signs listed in this article. 9. She adds you as a friend on social media. A shy girl who starts following you or adds you as a friend on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, is not a small thing, especially if she only knows you by sight and has never even spoken to you. This is something shy girls sometimes do with guys they find attractive. They're far too shy to approach them in real life, but on social media, some aren't afraid to be more proactive. What will often happen is that she'll add you as a friend and wait for you to start the conversation. All you have to do when it happens is to engage the conversation as if it's nothing, by small talking her and asking some questions designed to get to better know each other. 10. She keeps looking at you without ever making a move on you. As you've understood, shy girls are passive. They rarely, if ever, make the first move. They're too afraid to make a mistake. They'll therefore wait for you to take matters into your own hands. And sometimes they'll encourage you to do so, subtly, simply by looking at you for a long time. Maybe not at first. If she barely knows you, she'll find it hard to hold your gaze. But once she feels a little more comfortable, it could be on a date or on a drunken evening. She desperately waits for you to kiss her and looks at you insistently in the hope that you'll take action. 11. She's never far. As if by magic, she often finds herself close to you, without necessarily interacting with you or looking at you. She can even give the impression of completely ignoring you, as if you don't exist for her. Make no mistake. If she's hanging around you like that, it's because she's attracted to you. She feels drawn to you. She's also trying to get your attention. She wants to make things happen with you, and so she makes sure to give you opportunities to initiate contact with her. And if she ignores you, it's simply to appear more inaccessible in your eyes, and therefore more desirable. 12. She changes position when you look at her. If when you start looking at her, and she sees it, she suddenly changes her position. This is not accident. She likes you, so she makes sure to look at her best when you're looking at her. So if she has let herself go a little, for instance, if she was standing in a weird way or if she was slumped on her chair, the moment she understands that you're looking at her, she'll immediately reposition herself as to appear more attractive. For instance, stand upright, sit up in her chair, run a hand through her hair to arrange it, moisten her lips with her tongue, adjust her blouse. This is not a coincidence. 13. Her friends invite you to a party where she'll be present. A shy girl who loves you may have shared her feelings for you with one or more of her friends. Her friends are then aware of her feelings for you and will make sure that something happens between you. For instance, by inviting you to a party where she'll be present, hoping that something happens between you and their friend that night. If a friend of hers you barely know invites you to her party, it should tip you off. 14. She starts writing something, erases, then starts typing again. In text conversations, there are times when that girl starts writing something, and then she suddenly deletes what she was writing. Then she starts writing again. Sometimes several times in a row. That's the sign she's trying to do things right. She's thinking about how she can best phrase her message to make a good impression on you, which is something an indifferent woman wouldn't bother doing. 15. Her friends ask you what you think of her. If her friends ask you what you think of her, or tell you that she kind of likes you, look no further. This chick wants you. She's into you and wants to know if she has a chance, or if it's mutual, and if you're going to make a move or not. So she asked her friends to conduct the investigation, discreetly if possible. Sometimes it'll be on the initiative of her girlfriends themselves. Either way, you can view this as a big sign of interest. In the link I put in the description of this video, you can learn 3 tips for using the body language to get the girls you really want to start fantasizing about you, including a technique to make her crave your touch, a technique for getting her to think about kissing you, and a way to make her dream about you all day long. You can access the link I put in the description to watch my video now. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.